Desire is a contract that you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. In the 1940s, two researchers, James Olds and Peter Milner, accidentally discovered a part of the mouse's brain where if it was shocked with electricity, it would receive pleasure. When given the opportunity to shock themselves and induce that pleasure, mice would forego food and water just to get a hit. This is now known as BSR, or brain stimulation reward, and is a pleasurable phenomenon elicited via direct stimulation to specific brain areas. Targeted stimulation activates the reward system circuitry and establishes response habits similar to those established by natural rewards such as food and sex. And years later, scientists did studies on humans and found the same results. And most recently, Stanford professor Brian Knutson did another study, but this time looking at blood flow via an fMRI. He discovered that the area of the brain, the nucleus accumbens, was not lighting up and activating when participants received the reward. In the experiment, it was money, but rather in anticipation of the reward. So not when they received the reward, but in anticipation of the reward. This means that what draws us to act is not the sensation we receive from the reward itself, but the need to alleviate the craving of the reward. And this is very interesting because it scientifically explains one of my most favourite quotes from Naval Ravikant. Desire is a contract that you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. I'm going to say that one more time. Desire is a contract that you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. And this is also why people struggle when they quench their desire, because all they were trying to do was alleviate the desire, not get the reward itself. So they get their reward, they feel slight relief, but not as much as they thought they were going to have. And then it establishes response habits, just like with the mice, and you're back to square one. So what's the solution? How do you not desire anything? Well, obviously that's a very complicated question to answer, and it's going to vary based on what it is that you desire. But I think there's a few things that might help. Number one, daily gratification. If you spend some time each day being grateful for something or for someone, you'll slowly realize how happy and fulfilled you are. It's hard to constantly want loads of different things if you're already super content. Number two, limit social media use. Social media is the creme de la creme of everything. The prettiest women, the most beautiful destinations, the fastest cars, the flashiest jewellery. If you spend too much time mindlessly scrolling this content, you start to think that it's normal, that this is the norm. And then you start wondering, why haven't I got these things? Where's my beautiful woman? Where's my amazing holidays all the time? Where's my supercar? Everyone else has one, it's normal, I see it all the time. But it's just not true. And three, happiness is a process of understanding. No one thing will ever make you happy forever. No one, rich or poor, smart or dumb, old or young, has ever found lasting happiness from things. Understanding that happiness comes and goes, the swings and roundabouts, helps you realise that reaching that end goal of what you desire won't always bring you joy. And that's okay. Be content with that.